Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome. Oh, wait, this isn't Cabaret.
No.
Okay, welcome to this week's episode of Alignment Shift, where a bunch of us friends, fellow gamers, nerds, and people play D&D. I don't know. What am I doing?
I'm not a person.
You are just two halflings in a trench coat, last time I checked.
Yes.
I knew it.
Shh.
I get it.
That's the secret recipe.
But, as usual, I'm the DM. We've got Elena. Maybe.
Muted.
And she muted herself.
Muted by
I
choice.
am unconscious right now, Cal.
Oh, she's unconscious right now.
He's
Okay.
doing roll call, so
She's
say
unconscious.
We've got Vale.
Ah,
We got Xavier.
something. Hello.
Eldorez.
Loris is a sick little boy.
Glaive.
Glaive has chicken soup for more than his soul.
And potentially here's Sapala.
Hello.
Yay.
Yay, she's currently here.
And
We might lose her at some point.
We have a
but-
fantastic DM, Cal.
That-
I'm here for now.
No, I'm not present. I'm not here at all. So, while
Please
I'm not
stop
here,
talking.
roll the intro. Roll the intro.
Ah!
Cal.
Hello, and we're back. So, picking up where we left off, the city in flames, riots in the street, people parading, trying to escape, turns out blocked by the military. Our band of adventurers has entered the city and stopped some of the fires from spreading to other buildings. However,
Jeez, when did we get Bill Shatner?
I was just going to ask the same thing.
I'm down.
oh, good, that's what I was trying to do.
Could tell.
Nice.
Running into burning buildings, controlling water to put out the fires, our intrepid adventurers managed to stop the fire from spreading. One building saving a small family of gnomes, the next building having been a little bit too late to arrive, all the occupants either having left or perished already in the flames, and the third building having already smoldered to a ruin by the time they arrived. Nonetheless, they followed the sound of general discontent throughout the city and found a large group of protesters pounding on the military district door. It would seem they had attempted to leave the city and the gates were barred in front of them. Negotiations were attempted. Elena Johanna von Sokolowski de Rollo attempted to
We're
levy
not going
her
to talk of my shame.
levy her own
You're unconscious.
name in front of the crowd, who she then realized might not be the best name to point out in front of a crowd of people very angry at the throne. They grabbed her, but she was swapped places by Xavier and Glaive with some quick thinking, and it would seem the will of his deity summoned an army of spectral Goliaths into the streets of Amman and ordered them to peacefully return everyone to their homes. The 6 to 7 foot tall blue spectral Goliaths then swarmed toward the rioting people who fled in terror as an undead army approached them, were then grabbed by their ankles and dragged through the streets back into the nearest home, or something that was a home, or someone's home. We're not really sure how many displaced families there are tonight and who woke up in the wrong house. However, after that, Eldores got separated from the party, fleeing in terror himself from the unknown entities now flooding the city, ending up in the graveyard district of Amman. There, he witnessed a figure in black and gold armor laying roses by the tombs of forgotten soldiers from a long past war. Around that same evening, Elena attempted to infiltrate the military compound, which was on high alert, protecting the Council of Taldore from the rabble of rioters. So she was shot down by about 50 archers as she attempted to fly over their wall, not heeding their warning to go away. And the first time that Elena was knocked to 0 hit points. Yay! Everyone celebrate.
First time?
Yeah.
I think so. Yep, that was her first time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Didn't Xavier beat
Oh,
the
wait,
crap
wait,
out of
wait.
you
Oh,
last
yeah.
time?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that was.
I knocked her
Oh,
to
that's
0
true.
and did not kill her.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Elena was revived. Everyone but Eldores went back to Grayskull Keep. At that point, Vale realized he wasn't there, contacted him via Scry, went out to find him, grabbed him, brought him back to the... Did you bring him back to Grayskull? I can't remember.
We're on the way.
On the way. On the way back. Okay. On the way back, I would like a perception check from Vale and Eldores.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not ready.
Certain enough.
Oh.
Okay. 22.
22. Nice.
Okay. As you approach...
I'm sorry, you said perception?
Yep.
18.
Okay. As you approach Grayskull Keep, you see on the aft side of the building a figure comes over the wall, dressed in all black, leaping out of Grayskull Keep and into the woods and slinks off into the darkness of the mid-early morning sun.
Well, that seems highly suspicious.
You saw that too.
I did.
That's what that was the gun.
How far away is he?
This figure at the moment is probably about 500 feet.
Okay, so 5 rounds to catch up. I'm very fast.
Okay, so you're going to sprint after them?
Go for it.
Sure.
I'll try to keep up.
Eldorus, either come with me or inform the others. Or are we in range of the keep to use the earrings?
500 feet, so yes. Just.
Okay. Anyone in the keep, you had an unexpected visitor, and Eldorus says he looks like the gunman. We're in pursuit. If anyone's awake and listening, they heard it.
Okay. So you sprint after.
I have 150 feet.
So the first 100 feet, you begin to catch up. They haven't noticed you yet. Next one. Good lord, I'm rolling like crap. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Not yet.
Okay. As you get within 200 feet of them, they turn around looking over your shoulder. And at this range, you can now see a very thin, very... a thin feminine figure wearing very tight leather outfit with a long billowing thin cape, almost scarf thick around the neck. Turns around, you see very pale. Sorry,
Starfic.
scarf thick, like a
Scarf
the
This is
scarf
Tyra.
scarf thick. You turn around and see a very pale face. Glances over at you and then begins to sprint faster and suddenly vanishes. Make a perception check.
Alright.
Both of us, or just failed?
Anyone who's paying attention, Eldors, are you keeping up? Oh, you're way far behind.
I can't keep up with. Oh, no
Of course.
Yeah, you're still
Trying.
you're still 500 feet behind, so you wouldn't even see this.
I'm not surprised. It mattered now, so I rolled badly. 12.
12. Okay. You don't know where they went, but you do recognize a misty step when you see one.
Oh, well, that's only 30 feet away.
Yes.
Alright. Still running.
All right. So you sprint forward. At this point, you are approaching back toward the city of Iman. The sparse trees on the way now leading to an open field, and you do not see the direction in which they had gone.
I'm doing suicides across the length of the city.
At this point in front of you, you see an open field where you'd be able to see them. Were they either standing or still running, but you're not sure if they have continued where they misty step to in this field, if they are crouching in it, if they are hiding in one of the tree limbs behind you, or if they vanished somewhere else. You are currently unsure.
Well. So, we did or did not get the equivalent of a long rest.
You, as you said, you were still on the way back, have not.
Okay. Cool.
Once you get back to the keep and rest, you will have long rested.
All right.
It is still very early morning for you, 4 a.m.
It's about when I'd normally be getting up, but I didn't sleep, so yeah. Yeah, I'll. How far away were they from me when they vanished?
200 feet.
All right. I'll move my my movement in a dash to close another 100,
Mhm.
and just take another look.
Okay. As you run through the field, you do note that the grass parts in front of you, leaving a gap behind you where you can clearly see where you had been in this tall grass. Make a perception check.
Hmm. Oh, that's my Xavier die that's been screwing me. Of course it is. I don't know how to roll well. 16.
All is silent as the grave in this field.
Is there a vantage point that I could get to?
Back at the entry point to the field, there was a line of trees that you could potentially climb.
Is there one in the direction I saw the person?
Yes.
A vantage point?
A tree?
But you said that was back the way I came.
Okay, yes. There's no more trees between here and Amman. You're now at the edge of this open field on the way to Amman.
Any small buildings, a scarecrow? I don't know. Anything.
Yeah, there's a scarecrow. I'll say this is a wheat field, so there's a long, tall scarecrow nestled up against the in the middle of the field.
Cool. I'll perch up there like the Karate Kid.
All right. And in this case, I would like you to tell me whether your next perception check is south or north.
Shit. Which direction was I running?
Amon is to the north. Grayskull Keep is to the south.
Then probably north.
Okay.
It's another perception check.
And Eldoris, you're like far behind catching up, right?
So sorry.
Yes.
I'd like you to make a perception check too.
Ah, god damn it. Should have taken
So,
expertise
I
in
rolled a natural
perception.
5.
Natural
Uh,
5,
so-
okay.
10.
10. Nowhere to be seen.
I didn't get like a real good look at them either, did I? I was pretty far out.
Pale skin, slender.
I
Mhm.
was, if it's who I think it is, I was up close and personal with, what's her face back in Whitestone. Did this person look like them?
I lost you after look.
Um, the person that I can't remember her name.
Tyra.
The vampire?
Yeah, the vampire.
Tiva?
Tiva?
Tiva. Did this person look?
For you, it's impossible to tell. For Vale, you were also in close proximity to Tiva. The pale skin is similar. Tiva was mostly identifiable by her eyes, the way she peers into you, her speech. Kind of hard to tell just from body figure and skin tone, especially on someone that it was really just part of the face that you got to see, and it was very quick.
Alright. I will stay perched here for a minute, and assuming Eldoris is within range of the earpiece. Eldoris, are you positive this was the shooter?
I'm not positive. No.
Well, I'm.
Striking resemblance, at least in
Sorry, what?
striking appearance, at least in their dress, how they dress.
My immediate thought is that they were either planting something in the keep or they were from the keep.
Then let's head back to the keep. We'll
Alright.
we'll search high and low.
You guys are
It,
talking via the earpiece, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
it hasn't been. When does the Scribble recharge? Is it at dawn?
It is at dawn.
Okay. We're not quite there yet, though, right?
This
is like 4 in the morning. I don't know when dawn is.
Dawn is probably. God, do I really have to look up the equinox for winter
You
months?
don't have to. You could just say we're not there yet, or we are there.
We're not there yet.
Okay. All right. We'll head back for now, because I did still have it attuned from finding Eldoris.
Okay. You exit your scarecrow, leaving the field. Yeah.
Such a perception.
You make your way through the bladed grass and back toward Grayskull Keep. As you enter the front gate, the guards are sleepy-eyed and not even barely awake as you push your way past and enter. What you gonna do?
I'm gonna find that window
Okay.
from the inside, preferably.
All right. So you go around. It goes up to the second floor on the inside to the main hallway that leads to all the bedrooms and everything. And you see it is still cracked ajar. The brisk winter air kind of pilfering into the hallway.
Wait, the window goes to the hallway?
Yes.
Okay. Oof. Can I figure out if they came from a room or not?
Okay. Make an investigation check.
I'm going to cast guidance on Vale.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you so much. Because I keep forgetting to.
And then I will help her.
Oh. So I'm being assisted.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. I think you might be smarter than me, though. Oh, well, I'm glad you were assisting, because that was a 1 and a 17.
Hmm.
Don't forget your D4.
22.
Plus your investigation.
Yep.
Okay.
22.
So you make your way
Thank you.
gingerly down the hall looking for any signs, and you do notice it's a hardwood floor, however, with a carpet down the center, kind of long, thin tapestry-like material. And at one point, you notice 2 wet footprints stepping off the carpet toward one of the doors and then back on.
Which door is?
The second door on the left.
Do I know who's in that room?
Not you.
Oh, God, is Aunt Cass still alive?
Oh no.
Is the door locked?
You walk up. Are you going to try the handle?
Yeah. I gotta say it like that.
Reaching out, you gingerly touch the doorknob, and it gives. Door creaks open. There's darkness on the inside.
Cool, I'll go in and search the room.
You're just going to go in and search?
Yeah.
Describe the manner in which you are going to go into this room and search.
Casually.
Oh, okay,
boy.
So you,
Like a sibling walking into someone's room going like, hey, where's your such and such? I need it.
okay.
And just like rifling through things.
Natural one. Okay. So you walk into the room, and what you see before you is Tyra passed out on her bed, slumped over, arm just kind of draped on the ground. You see like a pool of drool out the corner of her mouth onto the bed. She's holding in her other hand like a small, up against the pillow, you see a small a purple velvet pouch in her hand. Her hair is just a mess and all over the place. The blankets just sprawled on the bed. In the room, you see a wardrobe and a desk with a number of books and papers laying over it. That's about
Nice.
what you see. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I still see where the footprints went?
No, from what you can see is they stopped at the door. They went off the carpet, and for your best knowledge, it looks like they realized what happened and wiped their feet.
Oh, shit. Okay, so I don't know if they actually went into the room or not.
You would
I'm not 100% sure.
not 100% sure.
Okay. Well, before I start, tearing this room apart, is it signs of, well, this room's been lived in, so I don't. Is there any sign of anything recently moved? I don't know how I'd ever find this, but
So sign of things recently. The desk looks actively used. Papers are strewn about in a not methodical, but in a obviously used sort of way, not just haphazardly thrown. The wardrobe is partly open with some clothes kind of hanging out. You see like the edge of a red dress kind of just stuffed out of the bottom corner. The bed is obviously recently and currently used. That's all you can really see, besides Tyra laying there snuggling her pouch.
I'd say Eldoris is probably watching all of this from the door. Is that pouch something we've seen on her?
No, you have
think so.
not. You haven't seen her for a few months, so you're not sure, but you don't remember it from Dry now.
It is a curious thing for her to be holding while she sleeps.
yeah. Does it look like someone snuck it into the bed, or like swapped the teddy bear full of drugs with it?
That is an inference that you could definitely make. It looks like
The perfect crime.
You know, Vale, to your eyes, it absolutely looks like someone could have swapped her teddy bear for a purple velvet bag
Full of drugs.
full of drugs. It's just
God, we can only
brimming. You can smell the cocaine from there.
hope. Oh,
The agony.
yeah. Sorry, Tyra.
Eldorus
go
gets
to
a
the
nosebleed down the hallway.
As you're in there, you suddenly hear her.
Vale, what are you doing? Do something.
Yeah, I'll go wake her up.
Okay. So you're gonna go put your hand on her, or
Like I'll just like shake the bed. Tyra, get up.
yeah, she rolled a natural 1 on her perception check, so she just
Yeah.
as you do that,
Yeah.
though, she kind of pulls the pouch in a little closer, curls up around it.
She's too clever. Yeah, I'll just take the pouch.
Stunning strike.
Yeah, right. Stay asleep.
Contested
I got the
strength
pouch.
check.
Against the sleeping person.
She's gripping it.
I'm gonna lose this.
Just wake her up.
I tried.
You said you shook the bed.
Yeah.
That wouldn't wake me up.
Wake me up. 14.
Oh, you beat her. So
Hey.
you go to grab it. Her hand kind of stays with it for a second, and then it slips out her glass. It is heavy. It
Okay.
is very heavy.
I succeeded in getting something from a sleeping person. Yay.
Yay.
All right. I'll open it.
Vale, I'm going to IM you what you see,
Ooh.
Oh.
just because I know
Oh,
you.
jeez. Where are you sending this?
It is the heart of
Facebook.
a dead god.
I hope so. That would be amazing.
It would be great. It would be terrifying as well.
Especially if they'll start to eat it like
Oh
an
shit.
apple.
That's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. I will
Is it drugs?
worse. I will attempt to put the pouch back.
Make a dexterity check, but that we both know will be fine.
Will it? Check, right?
Yep.
16.
Oh. So as you go to put it back, she moves, and you kind of miss where you were placing it, and her eye
Right in the face.
flits open. Hello.
Hello.
She reaches out, snatches the purse from you. Do I need to make a contested strength check?
No.
Well, what are you
Vale
doing?
does resist briefly.
What are you doing with my savings account?
We saw someone entering or exiting the keep, and there were tracks leading to your door. I was trying to make sure you were safe.
So you decided to rob me while you were here?
I took nothing. I was merely checking. There,
Get out of my room.
I need to
Get-
check
get
to make sure
out
nothing
of
was
my-
planted in your room.
Okay. What time is it?
Very early.
She looks over toward the blacked out window. Well, I have missed you. But fuck off.
There it is. I was gonna say, wow, I never heard that before.
Get out and let me sleep.
I'd like you to go through your things and make sure nothing is here that
Get
shouldn't be.
out of my room. She grabs the other pillow and smacks you with it.
Oh no, a pillow. My AC is too high.
Deflect missiles.
She's not proficient in pillows.
It's a charisma saving throw.
Are you
Oh, wait, never
are you
mind.
going to make me roll with a pillow?
No.
I'm rolling it. Rolling it. Here we go.
No, don't do it.
13 plus 2, that's 15.
Miss.
Poof. Feathers poof out as she hits the wall.
I'll leave.
As you close the door behind you, you hear the pillow against the door behind you.
Oh no. Well, there's a little bit more time before the scry ball is usable. Probably try and get some rest before then. We can track him down later.
I feel like I'm missing something. What did you find?
What? Oh, and the pouch that she said was her savings. It's just there was money in there.
So we don't know who this person was. Great.
No.
I'm tired. And Uldoris just turns around and goes to his room.
Okay. And Vale, you go off to bed as well?
No. I'm gonna get started on my morning.
Okay. What you gonna do?
My normal morning routine.
Bubble
Work
bath.
out. Jog around the keep a couple times.
Okay.
Some Tai Chi maybe.
Sounds good. All right. So while Vale's doing Tai Chi, everyone else goes to bed. Everyone sleeps long and hearty for this evening. And for brevity's sake, you awaken at noon.
Oh shit, that's right. Everyone not. I said that thinking like, yeah, everyone's gonna be up in a couple hours. Oh wait, no, we had a really long night.
So 8 hours later, Vale, you've been doing your
Damn it, where are
morning
they?
morning routine and yoga and
I will take a short rest though.
okay. I'm like, all right, fine, if that's what you want to do for 8 hours.
I didn't realize it was for 8 hours.
Short rest in there. Everyone else, you wake up as the sun is high in the air, a light snow falling across Castle Whitestone. You all come out into the hallway, Tyra herself rubbing her eyes with the rest of you. Do you think it's morning time yet? Time for breakfast. No? No one?
What was the
No?
question?
Is it time for breakfast yet?
It's past breakfast.
It's never past breakfast.
There's always second breakfast.
And third breakfast.
Glaive, make a perception check.
Man, I just started stretching. Why you gotta do this to me? Alright. Why'd the app close? Well, I have a 13 on the die, plus whatever my modifier is. I think it's plus 4. So 17 total.
Okay. You said 17 total?
Yes, sir.
You notice that Tyra looks surprised to see you.
Hi. Yeah, I'm the Goliath. I used to be like way bigger. Hi.
No,
Yeah.
I saw you when you came in. I just wasn't expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. I'm tired. I am sorry.
Oh, don't
She-
be sorry.
She pushes. I'm going to have some bacon. Elga, make us some
Okay.
bacon. She starts going down the stairs. Elga, make us some bacon.
No.
That was weird. Anyways,
So you're all standing up in the hallway upstairs.
I'm gonna go eat food and limp my way because I'm sore.
hey Elena,
What?
how about you don't do that again?
Yeah, I don't plan on doing that ever again.
I don't feel like I want to give her the ability to fly either.
I'll make
the
my own
flying
one.
part was good.
I was upset and frustrated. I made a dumb decision. I don't plan to make that decision
I
again.
understand, but just want to make sure that we understand that we don't go over a wall where there's a bunch of scared soldiers with weapons.
I know that now.
Okay.
We eat some breakfast or lunch or whatever time it is.
Brunch.
Brunch. All right. So coming downstairs, you make it into the eating hall.
Oh, I gotta prepare my spells.
What about Skittles?
Eldoris?
Spells. I have to prepare them.
Yeah, Eldoris will come down to.
Sapala?
I think she's still on her way to MacD's.
Okay. So continue, Eldoris. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just going to say he'll come down. He'll probably be a little. What's the word? Reserved maybe. I don't know.
Okay. So
He's
different than normal.
Yeah, kind of withdrawn.
Okay.
More so.
So coming downstairs into the grand eatery of Greyskull Keep, Tyra is already down there and she's munching on a few pieces of cold bacon as Helga is clearing away the other other plates from the table and. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know that you'd be coming down here. Oh, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Helga.
What can I make you all for lunch, breakfast, brunch?
I don't even
Cow.
care. Just food.
Cow? Food? Okay.
She
Just
comes
a
back with
whole
a cow.
and put it on the table. We'll eat it.
Honestly,
Don't do that. Don't do what he said. Just
For-
Of course,
Fortunately,
I'm
I sarcasm. Thank you.
You know what? It was a long night. I don't need this.
Yeah, she comes over, she pats you. She's like, yes, down, darling. I'll bring you out some food.
Thank you.
How does steak and potatoes sound for everyone?
Ooh,
That sounds wonderful.
sounds fantastic.
It sounds like you're my wife.
She looks over at you. Obviously, late 50s woman, a little bit on the rotund side, heavily suntanned skin. She kind of turns around, shocked, gives you a wink,
Ooh,
walks away.
Ooh.
scandalous.
Good night.
About
Yeah,
20 minutes to half an hour pass, and she comes back out with entire plates of seared steak sizzling, fresh baked potatoes and greens, chives cut along the side. Very nice gourmet kind of lunch.
Thank you so very much.
You're welcome, darling.
You're the best.
Kayla
What?
just says, excuse me, back off the halfling.
Everyone goes, whoa!
She says, my halfling.
That's wonderful.
That's great.
So breakfast goes. Tyra at one point has her face down in the mashed potatoes, and you swear you hear a little bit of.
Tyra,
Uh,
are you? Don't sleep in your mashed potatoes. You don't want to drown.
I am sorry. Some asshole woke me up very early this morning.
Who woke you up early?
I told you, some
That
asshole.
was me.
Well, there's plenty of assholes at this table,
This whole group.
Speaking of assholes,
myself included.
speaking of assholes, there she is, my most bestest friend. Hello, Vale.
Why did
Good
you
morning,
wake
Tyra.
Tyra this morning?
So the keep had a visitor last night.
What do you mean the keep had a visitor?
I mean, that was pretty self-explanatory. But if you'll let me go on,
Don't give me your sarcasm right now, Vale.
No, give
may I
him,
continue?
give him,
Yes, continue.
give him
Okay.
more sarcasm.
I really want mashed potatoes.
Right? Doesn't that sound great?
Real quick, during this time, up till breakfast and even during, I'm describing Dispel Magic into my spell book.
Guys, my DMing made me hungry.
That means it's working.
Garlic, butter.
Oh, stop it.
So,
Real.
when Eldoris and I were returning to the keep last night, there was a shadowy figure departing from the window.
Did you alert a
we-
guard?
Elena, let me finish.
Oh, sake the gods of us! This is
We gave chase, but lost them in the fields near the city. When we got back, there were some wet footprints leading from the window to Tyra's room. And Tyra, again, I would like you to check your room to make sure everything is there. Make sure nothing unaccounted for is there.
I'd like
But-
to know why Tyra was surprised to see me.
I couldn't. At first, I couldn't find my
30 minutes
pillow.
tall.
At first, I couldn't find my pillow, but then I remembered I threw it at you when you left your room.
Mhm.
And as for our stout friend, I was surprised to see you sleeping upstairs. I thought you slept down in the workshop.
Why would I sleep in the workshop? There's not a bed down.
I don't go down there.
I feel like there would be a cot or something.
There's probably a cot.
I feel like Vex would be too upset about that. What are you doing down here?
Why are you
Well,
calling
no
your
one says
mom by
it's
her
new.
name?
This does Peggy comment, not Elena.
Yeah, I don't do cots. They just don't support the back.
I was just surprised, that is all.
Did you alert the guards so they could, I don't know, search the castle for potential explosives?
No, I chased after them.
And when you lost him, you should have alerted the guards.
You're throwing an awful lot of shade this morning.
Yeah, you know what? I'm in a lot of pain right now, and I just don't feel like dealing with stuff.
I wonder if it's because she was turned into a human pincushion.
That seems likely.
Half-elf pincushion. Thank you very much.
Humanoid pincushion. Does that sound better?
In any case, Eldoris said the person somewhat resembled the shooter from the riots last night.
Well, I unfortunately did not get a good look at the shooter.
DM, can I remember if the shooter was male or did I not get a good enough look to be able to?
You did not get a very good look from the ground level as someone on the 7th story of a building very quickly turned and ran.
Stories.
Of course not.
There's stories buildings in Amon?
Yeah,
Why
it's Boss Lake City.
Wow.
How big do you think Amman is? It's got a population of like 18,000.
I figured it was wide, not tall. You know?
So to answer your question, Eldora, is no, you did not get a sense of gender. To answer your question, Glaive, just because I don't like keeping things out of the story, he rolled an insight check on Tyra, got an 18. She is definitely hiding something.
Oh,
I didn't need an insight check for that. She got up at noon.
I wanted to keep everything on board, like above board.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. You're fine. I knew it as a player, but I didn't want to just go, she's guilty. Just out of nowhere.
Gotcha.
is there a guard nearby by chance?
No, the guards tend to stay on the outskirts, walking the palisade.
Is there a mess? Like, is there someone in the room that I could alert
There's
to
Helga.
bring me a guard?
We'll send Helga after him.
Hey, Elena,
What?
I got a solution.
What's your solution?
I cast sending.
Oh, that's nice.
That'll never work.
She's
I've
like,
met the head guard before. So just go, We had an intrusion last night. Search the grounds for anything that does not belong here.
Do it
It could
quietly.
be a bomb. It could be a weapon. We do not know. Be
Do
quiet.
it.
I ran out of words.
If you get cut off before then.
So who were you sending this to again?
Head captain. I forgot his name. I've met him before.
That's good. I forgot his name too, and I know
That guy.
I know I wrote it down. Timothy, sure. You get a.
Did you just rename him?
Do you? Can he respond to this message?
Yes.
Absolutely, 25 words.
25 words.
You just hear back. Oh yes, omnipotent voice in my head. I will do that.
That's
That was casual.
Okay. Well, I finished my
You
left.
see Glaive's face melt into a neutral expression of these people are dumb.
Did that work?
Do your guards not know what magic is?
They might know what magic is, but they might think they're hearing voices. I don't know.
Perhaps you should go tell them, Elena.
I finish my breakfast and I go in search of the captain of the guard.
Okay. So as you make your way out, where are you going to search for him?
Guard keep house? Maybe the gate? I don't
Okay. So as you exit
I don't know the
Grayskull,
words I'm looking for.
as you exit Grayskull Keep proper into the courtyard of the castle, you then see the captain of the guard is ordering a bunch of people to search the grounds. Let nothing escape your grasp, but be quiet. And the guards are giving him an odd look, and some of them like some people are why and don't question, mustn't question, just look.
The great voice in my head has told me this must be so.
Okay, I go over to Timothy.
Master Derol.
Did you receive my friend Glaive's message?
Your friend Glaive's message. Yeah, yes, of course. Your friend Glaive's
Yes.
message. Glaive.
Yes. There was an intruder last night, apparently, and we want to keep it discreet as to not alert anyone.
Right. Not a deity.
No.
No.
Unfortunately,
That'd be.
Was a
that'd be
Goliath, and now he's a halfling. So
Oh boy.
yeah, he's strong.
no. As you can see, we are staunchly looking.
Okay, keep it discreet, please.
Oh, yeah. Keep it discreet.
Oh my God,
Who hired this guy?
I do not know.
He's clearly a plant for an assassination attempt on Aunt Cass.
I guess, can I walk around the castle and see if I see anything out of the ordinary?
Sure. Make a perception check, or actually make an investigation check.
Okay, I can do that.
And while you're doing that, I'm grabbing myself a soda.
I can do that. How was that? 29. Got that sweet 10 investigation.
All right. I'm sorry. Hold
Do I
on.
see Caleb Boaz's face?
All right, Elena. What'd you get?
I got 29.
29.
Yeah, I rolled a 19.
All right. So going around the grounds, you search the entire courtyard, the west wing, the east wing, the main keep, the ballroom. That's a pretty high number. So you search everywhere, far and wide. Do not see anything immediately out of the ordinary. Are you're just doing a surface look? You're not like.
Oh no, I'm looking. I'm looking hard.
Deep probe.
Describe your deep probing.
Who's got the clothes on?
You're welcome.
That didn't need to happen.
I know, I'm like looking behind paintings. I'm looking under things. Like,
No stone left
Describe the
unturned.
thing.
yeah, no stone left unturned.
What is your policy on personal property?
Oh, if it's in the castle, I can look through it.
So, so For example, you are going into Aunt Cass's room and rummaging through drawers.
Maybe
That
that's
tune
Cass's
changed
room.
quick.
And we found the line.
Maybe I will alert Aunt Cass to the suspicious person and let her rummage
yes.
through her thing. But
They're
like,
gonna
if it's
rummage
my
through
brother's,
his
I'm going
clothes.
through everything.
But if it's my
Okay.
brother's, fuck him.
So,
It's
See, like I said, a sibling going through their sibling stuff.
yeah.
okay. So what about like the servants' rooms? Are you going through their things?
I won't go through their personal things, like if they have trunks,
Okay.
but I'm definitely looking in their rooms to see if anything.
Okay. So you said you are definitely going to be rummaging through your brother's things.
Oh, absolutely!
Okay.
I want all the dirty details, secret
Okay.
diaries.
What about Tyra's room?
I will look in her room, but I won't look in her thing.
Okay. So with your 28, you go through all
29.
you or 29. I'm sorry.
Point.
You go through all the servants' quarters and you don't see anything out of the ordinary besides their personal belongings that you don't touch. You tell Aunt Cass, or you go to find Aunt Cass, and you don't see her in her room. You go to you open Tyra's room and you see it in the same state that I described to Vale. Very disheveled bed. The sheets and blankets are just on the floor. It looks as if she had just completely kicked them off and practically pushed them under the bed. And the brother's room, as you go in there, God help me, I can't remember your damn brother's name at the moment.
Which one?
Which one?
They're both
Oliver,
Twins?
Percival.
the twins' room. Yes.
That would be Leon and Alton.
Yes, Leon and Alton. You go into Leon and
Wait,
Alton's
no. Julius and Alton.
Or
sorry.
yes, thank you, Julius and Altus. Whatever. You go into their room, and you do glance around. The only thing that you find out of the ordinary appears to have been delivered this morning. Has been opened and is on one of the two brothers' bedside tables. You see that it is addressed to the DeRollo family, and has been torn open.
I open it. What?
This would be a missive from the front, from one Oliver DeRollo,
Okay.
stating that they have received word of the unrest in Amman and shall be arriving within a week.
Which brother's side is it on?
Alton.
I go yelling down the cat. Alton!
Oh boy.
Excuse me.
What?
What is this?
They call it a letter. It's how people get a
Yes,
hold of each
don't
other.
be sarcastic with me, boy.
Don't tell me not to be sarcastic, you bloody pot.
Why was it in your room and like not with Aunt Cass or I don't know, like why was it in your room?
Because it was delivered to me.
You're not the head of the family.
It doesn't say the head of the family. It says to the DeRollo. My last name's DeRollo, isn't it?
It is, but it should have gone to Aunt Cass. Where is Aunt Cass?
I remember that age.
I don't know. I haven't seen her.
Okay, well there was an intruder last night.
An intruder?
An
Came
intruder.
through the window.
What'd they take?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was in your room.
You were in my. Oh, no, actually,
Yes,
you
what?
have
How did you? Don't! Come on. Really?
I'm not sorry for what I put in your room.
What did you put in my room?
Oh, I'm sure I hopped around by now.
Hopped
Shit.
around.
He runs away.
So we don't know where
Horrifying.
Cass is. The intruder, I don't know. God. Just be on the lookout for anything suspicious besides myself.
So, how long is all these events? How long has this all taken?
What, Elena looking for things?
Elena
Yeah.
looking around, Vale doing whatever she did.
Do
Oh,
anything.
I didn't find any other Jews.
I'm right across the table from you.
Oh, sorry.
Elena's going to be searching for about 2 hours. So what are the rest of you doing?
Well, I had about an hour with my scribe, so I'm about halfway through with that 2 hours of my scribing.
Okay.
So I'm starting
Sapala?
next 3 hours scribing my spell.
Not here yet. Okay.
Yes,
Oldores.
hi.
Oh, hey, Kayla.
I'm on push to talk because I'm at McDonald's.
Give me a Big Mac while you're there.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
All right, I'll
Large
send it to you.
fries.
All right. What would you like to do, Kayla?
I'm not sure because I'm a little confused.
Okay. Hit me with it. What's up?
She's cleared up.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so
I'm
intruder
not
last
even sure
night.
what I'm not sure about.
We woke up at noon. Elena went searching to find things out of the ordinary. And everyone else was in the lunch area, the dining hall. And
I guess I'll walk into the dining hall and just be like as chipper as possible and be like, "Hello, how's everybody?"
well, I mean, there was that moment where Glaive said, you know, he could be your wife. Helga could be his wife. She said, back
No,
up.
she caught that. She responded to it. Remember?
Yeah. I was reminding Kayla about it.
Okay.
I like to think Sapala slept for 14 hours straight.
Right.
She totally did.
You know that whole beholder thing was pretty taxing.
That's true.
Yeah. She's
It's true.
tiny. Yeah, so what do you do? Yeah.
I just said what I was gonna do.
Yeah. That's why
Okay.
I stopped
She's
my
good.
question.
All right. Eldoris, then, what would you like to do?
Eldoris stares at the table for a while before finally having something to eat. And he doesn't say much during going on. He does kind of pick up on the conversation between back to his room.
Elena walks
And
in to look in your room. Backs
Yeah.
out.
Okay, so real quick, stream just died. Yeah, the stream just died there for a moment.
Okay.
Okay, we're good now.
Okay. Yeah, he'd probably go back to his room. He's gonna do a little searching of his own, following Elena's cue, or following Elena's lead rather, and I'll start with that.
Lost you there. What'd you say?
I said he's gonna investigate his room a little bit, following Elena's lead. So I'll start.
Okay, make an investigation check in there.
Jeez, I'm rolling balls today.
Hey,
Supposed to be rolling
Investigation.
dice.
hey,
Elena
that's my
walks
shtick.
in and
Well,
says,
yeah, you know.
you're looking through your room. Then I won't look through it. Backs away.
Oh well, I have a nice modifier. 15.
Okay. Glancing around, you don't see anything that wasn't either put in there by you or wasn't obviously there as a accoutrement of the room. So just the table, some generic books, history of Greyskull Keep kind of thing, history of Amon, regional lore, stuff like that. Nothing seems to be planted or placed. You find no razors hidden in your bed sheets or anything of the kind.
Well, that's good considering he's already slept in the bed. Yeah, I think at this point he's probably just spending time going through his belongings, making sure that it's road ready, you know, like
Mhm.
his pack and everything. Just kind of after the events of last night, he's trying to get back to his roots of just being ready to leave at a moment's notice. Something familiar to him.
So you pull out your camping supplies. You take off your cloak and fold it and get it ready. You pull out the statue of the onyx elephant and get everything all out and lay it out before you on the ground, and then begin to reassemble it into your pack.
He pulls out that elephant statue and looks at it for a minute. Another time.
Makes
And
elephant noise.
Puts it in.
Okay. All right. So while you're doing that, Vale, what are you doing?
Well, probably a bit of catching up with Tyra, honestly.
Okay. So she's still sitting at the table. Did you want to actually talk to her, or are you just like catching up with her?
But mostly just catching up. Like, hey, how's it been the past? God, month and a half, 2 months? I don't even know anymore.
She said it's been 2 months, and
2 months.
things have been good, and she's been trying to train to be more like you, but has no idea what she's doing. She tries to show you some cool like kung fu moves, and it's very like teenage girl trying to show you kung fu moves.
I offered her lessons back in Whitestone. She turned me down.
She was a recovering cultist.
Yeah, so was I.
Yeah, well,
Big whoop.
she started looking up to you.
Oh, that's a mistake. I gotta say though, what are you doing for money? Because I want in on that.
No, you don't.
Oh yeah, I do.
I'll tell you about it some other time. I forgot the accent. I'll tell you about it some other time.
Who are you?
I know. I was like, wait a minute, what's going
I
on?
didn't even notice.
I'm really confused.
I forgot. I
was
forgot.
talking to
What
a
is
non-dual for a
Cal
minute. I was like,
doing?
oh yeah, makes sense.
I'll tell you about it some other time. Like, oh my god.
A non-dual would be here, right? Totally.
Yeah. She make a insight.
Thank you. Sarah and Ray, help me pry into people's business. Oh shit.
You gotta be good, Elena. Get good, son.
Sarah and Ray did not approve of that.
You should have used your Elena die.
12. I don't have an Elena die.
That's true. You should.
Oh,
She's that die you don't have.
she's pretty convincing that it's not really anything to worry about.
Mm. Hey, if it's legit, I'm happy, and that makes me want to know what it is more.
Yeah, it's legit. It's legit.
Sweet. It's
Totally
better than what I'm doing, so.
Totally legit. Weeks.
completely legit. Wink, nudge, nudge. All right.
Bob's your uncle.
So is it like intense hours? Because I mean, like, I didn't see you when we got back here last night, and you got up at noon. So
I was already in bed last night.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I figured you weren't there, so like you slept 14 hours. Like,
Well, someone woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I need my beauty sleep.
another
She-
8 hours after that. Damn,
She points to the scars on her neck.
the hell happened there?
What? Really, George? Really,
What?
George?
Which scars? Wait, the old scars?
Yes.
The ones for when my throat was slit repeatedly,
Okay.
but
Okay, I thought they were new.
no, old scars.
Okay, that's funny.
Oh, that got awkward.
All right.
Well, I'm going
Um,
to go to
if-
my room.
All right. Again, please search it. Make sure nothing's there that shouldn't be. Like I said, Eldoris said the person somewhat resembled the shooter, and I don't want them trying to plant anything in the castle or the keep.
Right. Search for the shooter in my bedroom. I will do my best, Fair.
Evidence,
She gives you a wink.
anything implicative.
She gives you a wink, grabs an apple from the table, and,
Oh,
and
boy.
takes a bite out of it and walks upstairs.
Why
Can I
did
have a
why
question?
did we ever save her again?
Yes.
Good question.
What date was dated on the letter to the Dorolo family?
About 5 days ago.
Oh God. I earring everyone. I'm just, hey guys, Oliver will be here in like 2 days or so.
As soon as she mentions Oliver, I take the earring off.
I'll trap the doors.
Yeah,
Glad I didn't need the earring to hear that one.
Right? And you don't hear the response. I was gonna say, although I expected some exasperated sigh.
Let's not hurt my brother, please.
So non-lethal traps.
No traps. Just
No
So
promises.
stock up on snowballs.
Just. I give up.
So, what are we doing? What are we doing next?
It's a great question.
Fail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you. Come on.
Glade.
Where are we going?
Have fun.
Out to the courtyard. I want to make sure that you can actually take a hit.
Okay. I prefer not to take a hit. That's kind of my thing.
Quit being a pansy. Let's go. I start just going out.
Alright.
I'm interested to see where this is going.
Apollo follows.
I'm interested and nervous.
All right, so Sapala, Vale, and Glaive make your way out to the courtyard.
The trap is sprung.
As soon as we are, a good ways out of earshot, so I'm going to make sure that I say this correctly. Tyra tried to have me killed.
Tried to have who killed?
Sorry, I'm
Me.
not there.
So what?
Okay.
She thought whenever we went into the hallway this morning, she was surprised to see me. Assumed that I would be upstairs. You said that you saw somebody leave the castle this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I'm gonna wager that nothing's gonna turn up missing, so this wasn't a robbery. I'd also bet that we're not gonna find anything extra.
Why
So
would
it wasn't
Tyra
planned.
try to have you killed?
Fantastic question.
That's not why.
Angrily pointing at a cat.
You're wrong. Well, when we got back, I noticed, like I said, I noticed the footprints leading to Tyra's room. And she was sleeping on a pouch containing a shitload of platinum. I was concerned that it would be a payment of some sort.
I said to vote Dorolo. I saved 2 houses.
I feel like that's not enough to warrant an assassination. Plus, she wasn't even there for that.
And I summoned a astral army.
Well, there is that. It's been a long night.
You what?
Glaive freezes. Shit. Yeah.
Glaive?
A lot of things happened last night. I saved.
Uh-huh.
I helped save a gnome family. That's important. I saved people. I used magic to put out 2 burning houses. There's a food line that we have planned later today. Oh shit, that's right. We have that planned later for today. Crap. Fail.
What?
We need more food. Shit, I don't have that many food
What do you want me to
spells.
do about it?
I don't know. You're good at people, kind of. You can punch people really good. Punch food out of people.
Punch
Oh
food out
god,
of people.
I'm panicking.
All right. So,
I screamed that last part.
What about an army?
I like to think inside, all Xavier heard was, I'm going to make sure you can take a hit. Then outside, I'm panicking!
From the same person? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you my viewpoint of everything that happened last night.
Uh-huh.
Elena and Eldoris came back, told us that there were fires and riots in the streets. I wanted a good night's rest and couldn't very well do that whenever there was fire and a bunch of screams. So I decided that I was going to go out and do my part to take care of it, and everybody else just kind of followed along. Except Xavier. I screamed at him. I used sending, and I screamed in his ear.
That did happen.
I don't regret that. In fact, I think it was hilarious.
It was amusing.
Anyway. Then we went out. I used a couple castings of control water? Question mark? Okay. I used it to cause the houses to be enveloped in water so it wouldn't burn to other houses. That with 2, saved 1 family. One of them we didn't get to. And then another couple of houses we just tore down because there's no saving. Then we noticed a large riot coming through the street. A half-orc decided to call me a little boy. I destroyed his wagon for it. And
you hit it.
You destroyed his wagon?
No, well.
I used, no, I didn't destroy the wagon. I lifted it off the ground using
Put it in
stone
the-
shape.
You did it tough.
Elena, go back inside.
And I saw that, and then behind me, I suddenly hear Eldoris scream, "Stop!" I turned and looked, and he was just the center of attention. He then told Elena then pointed at Elena, and Elena did her best. And it wasn't enough. Eldoris disappeared the next time I tried looking for him. And then I just started to panic. We found him again.
Okay.
But then everything just started to roll over on itself and get worse. And I panicked, and then I summoned an astral army of Goliath barbarian dreadnoughts.
They dispersed the crowds.
Non-violently. Non-violently. There was no blood spilled. Everybody was
Relatively
thrown in a
safe and
house.
Quick manner, honestly.
You summoned an
Because
army.
on the other side of that gate, there was a bunch of scared soldiers with weapons up against an army of pedestrians with no weapons.
You dispersed the riot.
What
in
was
a
the riot
very
about?
Forcefully.
Showy manner, but
Yeah.
Regardless.
What was the riot about?
politics, what else?
No, but what about it?
No. People were scared. Somebody was throwing fires. There was a gunshot. Somebody died. Hey. Vale.
What?
Was the person that came out of the castle the gunman?
That's what I said. It looked similar.
Oh, fuck.
I stated this twice.
You did. But it didn't register. Oh, shiest. Oh, right. And the one that carried Elena all the way back here is named Scimitar. She was my advisor. So that's
Okay.
fun. Yeah, I think you would have liked her. She's really nice whenever she's not doing some menial task that doesn't
What do
really...
you mean carried Elena? Oh, Elena got trapped by a kryptonite.
Did you hear something?
I don't know. I think Elena is yelling at somebody inside.
Sounded like a lot of arrows whizzing through the air. And a half health
Yeah.
falling to the ground.
Look, I'm trying to help Elena save face, okay?
My
I'm
bad.
just omitting a detail that doesn't need to be heard.
Why did Elena need to be carried?
God dang it.
Because Xavier put her to sleep. She was being Elena and not helping.
Why did
watch the
Xavier?
guards.
Wait. We retcon that part. He didn't have the ability to use the spell.
I didn't say how he put her to sleep.
And Elena can't
dropped a rock on
put
her head.
to sleep magically.
Shh, we
Dropped a rock on her head.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't say how.
We're trying to save face. Let's go with that. Yeah, Xavier put her to sleep because he was afraid that she might do something irresponsible.
She was digging a hole deeper while we were trying to dispense the situation with the guards.
Not the
She
worst
was
idea.
trying this. Wow.
Elena, back inside.
Quit yelling at the servants.
They're just doing their
No,
jobs.
It's Elena yelling at
Okay.
all.
Why did Eudorus?
I
What's that?
think because everybody was looking at him.
Well, Loris didn't tell me why, right?
No. I don't think so.
Is Eudorus okay?
I think it was a Stephen told me why. Or mentioned why.
Yeah.
Okay.
The player told you.
He seemed a bit shaken up. But we found him and brought him back.
Did anybody talk to him?
We talked a bit on the way back, but I talked to him, so someone else should probably try.
Okay.
So, yeah,
I don't
that's what
feel like
happened.
I have anything to be upset about, other than you losing Eudorus.
To be fair,
Well,
there
we
were
kind
several
of
hundred
can't
people on the
help it.
streets.
We kind of can't help but lose Eldorus because he can just kind of suck into the shadows. I mean, I don't know how to deal with that.
Okay. That's all. We can talk later.
Okay.
So, real quickly, before you go,
Yes.
I have this, I have the Scriball, and
Yes.
I'd like to attempt to find the person that I saw last night. And I believe I can share the scribe with multiple people. So if I do that, you can see them as well. And potentially help us track whoever it is down later.
Right, but we're still. I only have food things prepared today because of what
That's
we were
fine.
talking about
But
yesterday.
I can do this right now.
Okay. I mean, I can change the food into fire and hurt people with it, but I don't think that's what we're going for today.
No, this is something that needs to be addressed at some point.
You got it.
And I believe you need
Oh.
to have seen the target.
I push a package into Sapala and then I run.
She looks down at the package. What
It's a
just
box.
happened?
Okay, so I won't do it now then.
I have package.
It is. I have given you Glaive's package.
Yeah, that's not a.
I hate myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's not-
should hate yourself.
Timeout, foul.
Not what I meant. The typed in my notes is Glaive's package. I didn't.
Foul.
Well, I guess I
I'm
open it.
sorry.
It's the tomato all over again.
Val, what is your position to Sapala? Right next to her?
Presumably.
Sapala, as you look
Oh.
down into the box, you see a beautiful flower with sprawled out petals. Each one of the petals is a perfectly polished mirror, and you can see half of Vale's face in one of them. In the middle is a pistol with a ruby on one side and an emerald on the other, red and green respectively.
The flower kind of pistol, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Just want to be clear.
It's a flower.
And then the door slams.
You're gonna make her cry in McDonald's.
Glaive is out of there. Yep.
What? I don't understand.
Don't look at me.
She closes the box and like chases after.
Okay.
Vale is just left wondering what. The fuck
So
is
so
that?
Vale, were you casting Scry?
No, I was going to do it with other people so they could identify the person,
Gotcha.
but then everyone left. So
I didn't know that you were going to do that right now. I thought that this was a later thing. I
thought
apologize.
Xavier's still sitting at
hate
the
that
table.
sufficiently.
Can Elena
I
look
will-
for Glaive? Because she has a request for Glaive.
So as you're
Hang on, I got this one.
go ahead.
Glaive comes running by. Elena, time for food line! And then I'm out the door.
Wait, which door?
Glaive, I have a question! Come back!
Which door?
The front door.
Aha! You fool, you've doubled back.
I have?
No, the courtyard's in the back. Oh no,
What?
the courtyard's in the front. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Who
Wrong
puts a
courtyard.
courtyard in the back?
No, okay, that
I'm
depends.
heading to the...
The
There's
training.
also
the
a backyard.
There's the backyard where the training happens. There's the courtyard in the front. I assumed for fighting thing you guys went to the back.
Oh, I was told courtyard.
I thought that the courtyard was in the back. I'm going to go with the fighting thing.
Damn it.
Okay, that's what I
training
figured. I figured he meant the training yard.
You fool.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
so he goes out the front.
I go after him because I need to ask him a question.
As you go following after him, you hear Sapala come in the door he just came through.
Turns into a Scooby-Doo scene.
Right.
The hallway doors.
So, Elena, you chase after Glaive out the front door. As Sapala, you see Elena going out the front door.
I'm just sitting.
Elena, have you seen Glaive?
Yeah, he went that way. I'm chasing after him too.
I'm just,
Oh, okay.
Xavier's just sitting at the table, still watching all this, like writing in his book, eating a grape every once in a while. Just, this is fun.
Oh, crap. Cal sent me a message.
Oh wait, you didn't see that?
That was a wild one, man.
I rolled for sneak attack.
Okay, I feel better
Alright.
now.
Okay, so we went in the keep. The courtyard's that way. Just lob a knife.
Call of Duty montage.
I am aiming for a horse to get on and ride into a mon.
Oh, that's gonna make that shot harder.
So, you make your way over to your to the stables out Greyskull Keep. You see that all of them are currently bridled and saddled, but also hitched to the stable as well. And as you come over toward them, Elena is quickly approaching from behind with Sapala fast on her heels.
Glaive, I need to ask you a question.
Same.
This is confusing. I'm not used to dealing with this.
What are you talking about?
Rides off.
Riding at 3 foot. Riding a horse that's bigger than him.
Little does he know he
I
got the
need
donkey.
I need a favor. Just really quickly.
At this point,
Horse, come on.
at this point, Glaive is on a horse and begins galloping to the front as Elena makes it to the stable.
Oh my god. I guess I get on a horse.
Shouting backwards. I'm not used to dealing with emotions.
And Sapala, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna open the box again. And is there anything else in there?
Closer inspection shows that all the pedals have a name on them, and on the pistols at the base, the bases are just flat enough that it has your name under the emerald and Glaive's name under the.
Ship. The ship has begun.
What does this mean?
I'm just not thinking. She literally turned. Never mind.
I guess
So I'll
I'm
head back
jumping on a
inside.
horse.
So, Bea, what was that chase scene all about?
That is a great question. I'm not sure I have an answer for you.
Well, I still got about an hour before I finish describing, so.
I was under the impression that we were going to fight. That did not happen.
What did
I'm
happen?
going to investigate upstairs some more.
Have fun.
All right. I'm too invested in this right now. So, Glaive, are you attempting to outrun Elena, or at the point now that Sapala is no longer following, is she catching up?
Oh, I got on a horse too.
Oh, you got on.
Dun, dun.
I thought you didn't. Okay, whatever.
Okay. So you're trying to catch Glaive. I would like contested animal handling checks.
Oh,
Aye.
your butt on this Glaive. I'm saying.
Not you, Elena. Sapala.
Okay, never mind. It's fine.
No offense. No offense. I don't care about your contribution to this part of the story.
Oh!
Oh!
You're a side character.
This is gay.
I don't mean that. I'm Peggy. I'm sorry. But the
But not really.
the Glaive Sapala ship is too strong.
Oh no, I understand. I'm so excited for it.
Don't worry, Elena.
I need a question.
You both catch up. Glaive
'Cause he
isn't
fell
watching
off the
where he's
horse.
going.
Sapala.
You...
27.
And what did you get, Glaive?
I ran into a fruit stand. I rolled a 1.
Okay.
Oh my
So as the three of you are gallivanting toward Iman, Glaive, you constantly looking over your shoulder, watching as Sapala is gaining and gaining and gaining on you. As you are looking over your shoulder, you fail to look forward, and in the last second, turn to see the road sign, boom, clothesline you off the horse.
Herc.
So as Sapala, you come galloping up. Glaive is currently about 7 feet off the ground, his torso over the edge of a wooden signpost that is kind of bent a little bit, and he's still hung over it.
You idiot.
Ow.
Lynn is just there awkwardly.
Hey, Elena, what you need?
I needed to ask you to send us the message to my brother not to not come into the city all guns blazing and shiny, sparkly like he usually does.
Question for DM.
Answer for Glaive.
What is the location of Gray Skull in relation to him?
Well, if you pull up the Roll20
I think we said
application.
last time it was a mile or two.
Well, hang on. I don't have roll 20 because my computer
Oh.
is super dead.
I believe it was a mile or two.
It is about a mile or about. I think we decided 2 miles south.
Okay.
A little bit southeast. It's kind of at a diagonal from the direct bottom of Iman.
From the south gate.
Yes.
All right. So, okay. I cast sending. Oliver, this is Glaive. Swing wide south to Gray Skull. There are riots. Sister is worried. Please do so.
still got some words left.
Fuck you.
You pooping?
You pooping?
Vale thinks you're hunky.
Vale's not there.
Oh man.
No. Julius, not Oliver.
No, I know exactly what I did.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad. Oh my god, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm so ready for Oliver to show up.
Worst case scenario, I beat the shit out of him. I mean,
Worst case scenario is he's already in a loving relationship.
oh shit, that's right, he's gay.
Yeah.
Damn it. Worst case scenario, I don't get to beat him up.
I need my fucking pen. All right, I need to write a note. Jeez.
Uh-oh.
Oliver gets to reply to said message.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, hey. Sending, he automatically knows it's me.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like how you started with Oliver.
Yeah.
It's Glaive.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
The response that you get. Thank you kindly for your prompt information. Our pace shall quicken, our haste shall hasten, and we shall be there within 2 days. Full might we shall ebb.
Oh my god, he's coming in blood. He's coming in guns blazing.
He's got
No,
one
no,
more
no.
word.
Full might we shall ebb.
Okay.
Ebb
got
as
one.
in, like, bring it back. Like ebb and flow.
Yeah.
And tell the
He's got one
Tell-
word.
Guys.
only one word?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let him do it anyways. I want to hear what he says.
It sounded like
You won't know though.
You hear tell
Mhm.
Tell Vale I'm taken. I get it.
You don't want Oliver anyways.
No.
Oh, okay. And that is the end of that. And oh my god. I just accidentally I had to write this note somewhere, so I put it on Oliver's character sheet that I have written up here, and I forgot I still have his Whitestone speech written on here.
Hey.
Nice.
He's gonna he
Okay.
just changes the name to Iman's speech.
Yeah, you know that's
He would.
Don't do that.
recycle speeches. I mean, it worked for Whitestone.
That would be amazing.
All right, save
okay.
changes.
All right, Elena, are you done now?
I
Yes. Yeah.
I think I'm safer up here.
See, Paula's gonna turn into a giant bird and grab Glaive and fly away.
Okay. What the F? I guess I collect their horses and take them back.
So,
no,
for
someone
those
take
watching at
picture of
home,
that.
this is the episode in which our series went from comedy adventure to rom-com.
No,
And sign up for this.
she straight up kidnapped him.
Where are you taking him, Sapala?
She knows
That's
what
the
she
calm
did.
part.
Away from everybody else.
So you begin to fly eastward with Glaive clutched in your talons over the wide arching fields outside Amman. You find a nice rocky outcropping in which you drop Glaive onto the top of and land next to him, many miles away from everyone.
Lies of feathers aboard. Lies of feathers aboard.
Okay, I change back into regular Paula and I'm like, sit, you move, and I'll turn into a bird again and eat you.
Okay.
I love this. I'm loving this.
She pulls out the flower. What does this mean?
Words. Flower.
Flowers. What is the meaning?
It's a pretty flower.
Inside check.
I'm working on 8 charisma
I see
here. Give me a
that.
break. I'm. I. Uh, I'm trying to be better.
Trying to be better.
Yes.
That's what this means.
I mean, he just grabs his face and starts rubbing into his eyes.
So Paula sits down and grabs his hand. It's okay. You can tell me.
I used to be a horrible monster. His face is a little bit red.
Exactly, used to be.
I killed so many people. I ran rivers of blood, made beaches of bone, and ripped flesh from men. I should not be here. I should not be among these people. There is a special place reserved for me, way in the down below. That is where I should be. That right there. Oh my God. Ah! And I'm here on place with you because you remind me a lot of people that saw that we could be better. I don't know. I made it because it seemed like the right thing. There's a spot for Oldoris, Elena, Vale, Xavier. And then you looked at me differently than everybody else did from the first time I met you. And he's having a lot of trouble right now. Uh-oh. I didn't lose connection, did I?
No.
Okay.
Glay.
To be noted, he's not actually looking at you. He's looking down at your hands holding his. I shouldn't be here, honestly.
Yes, you should.
There are so many other better people who died. One of them should be. Why am I?
Because you're my best friend. Who you were and who you are now are different. And who you are now is what matters, not who you were.
I'm different because of you. You make me want to be a better person, Zabala. You see little drops go on your hands.
Wait, are you crying?
Yes. I don't know how to punch this. I'm not used to this kind of feeling.
I'm not really either.
All of our friends. That flower is supposed to be all of our friends surrounding us. We keep them alive, and they keep us alive. I wanted to give you a flower in my own way. Because I wanted to. He's acting like there's something caught in his throat.
Wave. It's just me. No one else.
I mean, Vale does have the scry ball.
Okay, but right now it's just us.
Ixul nak chun tayo. Translated from giant, it basically means I want to be yours and yours. I don't know how to say it.
See, Paula kisses him on the cheek, and she says, "You don't have to right now. We'll figure it out." And then turns back into a bird and flies. With Glaive, obviously.
Funny if he just leaves him there.
We'll figure it out later. Now you can walk back for making me ride all that way.
And that's where we'll end tonight's session. I feel like that's a good hang-up point.
I had shit to do.
Okay, hold on. What does Vale want to do?
I'm still investigating the goddamn intruder.
No, romantic side plot.
Rom-com.
Rom-com. We can... fine, I'll let you investigate a little longer. All right, Vale, what do you got?
Well, after that parade went running through the keep, and with the new information, or, well, suspicions that I have, I was going to investigate up near Glaive's room to see if there were any signs of forced or lockpicked entry.
Okay, make an investigation check.
We'll cast guidance on myself. Ooh, 24.
As you do come up to the door, you do notice there have been some recent etching into the keyhole.
Similar to lockpicks.
One might assume.
Oh my.
Or someone really drunk with a key.
Seems likely. All right. Is the room unlocked?
Glaive, is your room unlocked?
Yo, what? Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the comments you guys were making.
God, this room better not be covered in candles. I'll go in.
Oh, my room?
Yeah, I
No,
will burn
it
this room
is-
down.
It is absolutely. Well, it's supposed to be immaculate. A soldier lives there, remember?
Is it locked?
Oh, no.
Okay, so yeah, you go right in.
So it's like barely lived in, right?
It would look that way, but
Oh
no.
shit, is this my room? No, wait. All right, I don't know, I guess look for any signs of someone other than Glaive being here.
Okay, make an investigation check.
I'm gonna cast guidance again. So I am taking my sweet time. Ah, shit. Well, it's not great.
Mhm.
9.
9. Glancing around, all you see is the incredibly Spartan room. Yeah, with a 9, that's what you find.
Okay. Outside, it's probably gone by now. The watery footprints.
Oh yeah, they've dried up.
Ah, shit.
Would Xavier have finished scribing his spell by now?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go back downstairs. And I don't know. Quietly, so we don't get. I'll pull Xavier outside once he's done, and tell him
Finished.
this
Ah!
new info.
Like as soon as I dot my
Headlock,
eye.
you're come on,
My book.
leave it.
No.
And mention that Glaive suspects there was the intruder was here to kill him, and there was signs of potential lockpicking on the door.
Well,
I said potentially Tyra hired the assassin, but I don't see the connection there.
well, if you give me some time to study, I believe I may know of a spell in my mind's eye that might give us a little bit more protection.
Okay. Do you have anything to help track this person? Anything?
Unfortunately, I can help you with scrying, but that's about it.
Alright.
Unfortunately, not a lot of my spells deal with tracking it. They deal more with coming and going.
Alright.
Anything else, or
What a shit show.
you're telling me? You do need to head out for the Emerald Outpost soon.
Where is that?
No, south of Amon.
How far do you know?
A day or so travel? Maybe.
This is your task?
This is a task that I have to undertake and would like to undertake soon.
Do you have any idea how long it will take?
No idea.
I'm going to point out it's at least 5 days.
At least 5 days.
It's pretty much equivocal from. It's halfway between here and Sinkhorn.
Oh, is it? I wasn't really.
Oh shit.
I thought it was closer. So it takes a minute to get out there.
Oh, a minute. Okay, good.
Literally a minute. It's right outside our door. There it is.
Oh, wow. It got here quickly.
Figure.
Why did it come
figure-
here?
Figure of speech, Cal. Avail.
Okay. Well, as much as I don't want to bother in the affairs of the city,
I don't think there's much we can do. I don't think.
well, we said we'd feed people, and we can at least do that.
Then they just go and do that. There's nothing I really can do about that.
They didn't tell me anything. They just ran away.
Glaives yelled something about food lines and ran outside.
I did not catch that at all.
I mean, I could cast haste on him, make him faster, and making the. I don't think that's how that works. But...
In walks Elena, just says, "Freaking Sapala kidnapped Clay."
Okay, so nothing new.
She turned into a bird and flew off with it.
So the food line's going to be delayed,
I guess.
is what you're saying.
Or we could head out and start getting people lined up for it.
Well, the person that's making the food is kind of gone.
But we could start preparing the lines, getting people ready.
There's almost a little.
I'd rather be prepared ahead of time. If we start doing that and something happens to Glaive, then we kind of just brought everyone out for nothing, and we'll just create more unrest.
Oh, also, Cal.
Yeah.
For how long we've been at the few times we've been to Castle Grayskull, Grayskull Keep. Could I investigate around, see if they might have a teleportation circle?
Yeah, you can look around.
Okay, I would like to do that. See if I can. See if I can't find one.
I'll check the workshop if we're like exploring.
So would you like a check of some sort?
Investigation.
Okay. I'll roll you because you rolled me a nat 20. That's cocked.
Can I start getting, I guess, I don't know, go talk to the cooks, see if they can get foods potentially ready to take to crowds?
Sure.
That is an 18.
18. Going around, you do not see any teleportation circles from the keep. You basically garner as you go through that they had their own form of that Vox Machina has their own form of transporting here and there, and it was not typically teleport.
Probably the big tree in there in the middle of the courtyard.
You get that sense. And Elena, as you come down, Helga is in the kitchen. As you come up to her.
Hi, Helga.
Oh, hello.
I don't know if anybody told you or not, but we were trying to get a food line started for the people of Amon.
You're a morning late, darling.
Okay. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, you're late. Cassandra already took all the food from the kitchens and brought it to Amon this morning.
Oh, okay. All right.
And she said she could get us a cow.
Okay, all right. I will tell the others that way then. Thank you. I go tell Glaive, and that's where Aunt Cass is, but she's already started the food lines, apparently.
That depends on if we're back.
Well, that probably won't last long if it was just the
where's
stores of
taking
the
me?
kitchen here.
What'd you say, Glaive?
Depends on where Sapala's taking me.
Yeah.
Drops him from 1,000 feet up.
PTSD!
I'm just bringing him back to the city of Amon.
Into the city?
Yeah, I guess wherever is most convenient.
Where would you like to drop them off?
Where I took off with him.
Okay, so you land Glaive back at the crossroads outside the city of Amon. No horses around now, so you're about 1 mile from the city, 1 mile from Grayskull Keep.
We could probably go deal with the food line, I guess. There's a lot of hungry people I need to get taken care of.
All right, let's go.
Glaive, Vale, I'm gonna head to the food lines. Y'all can join me if you want.
Yeah, I was just gonna
We've
say
already
if
started
we'll head up.
All right.
If nothing else, than to
Wait,
try and keep people
don't
orderly.
drag me along
Yes.
with this. I have nothing to do with that.
Well,
You could you
Help
could help
us
me keep
organize.
people orderly.
I guess I could try.
I just
Potentially, you could
Kind of.
keep an eye on the crowd, see if you find someone who matches the description of who we saw.
I could do that.
Uh,
I'll have Beak perched high.
Keep an eye on the rooftops, potentially.
Yeah.
I assume we're going to like this gigantic clearing here.
Yeah, that's what we decided.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're all headed to the food line.
I just kind of
Huh?
I just kind of awkwardly hold out my hand. I'm
See, Paula grabs it and starts walking.
okay.
Shit. Oh, we need to. I earpiece Yildoris that, hey, we're headed to the food lines. You ready to go?
Damn, he's so quiet. He like sinks into the background.
I feel so bad. I'm so
Sinks into
sorry.
the shadows.
See?
I mean-
it's not just Glaive.
I mean,
No
to
one
be
said it
fair-
was.
To be fair,
Oh, something's happening outside
that
my
is
house.
that is what I said I was going to do. I was going to hide in my room.
Yildoris,
So that's what I did.
You gonna
so-
come?
I think I'll be along shortly. I wanted to check one more thing before we go.
Okay.
All right. As everyone else heads out to Amon, Oldores, what would you like to do?
Uldoris is going to go and check the workshop.
Okay. What are you going to check for?
Having overheard little bits and pieces of conversation in the hallway this morning, things
Oh.
weren't clicking. He makes his way gingerly, as Percy would say, down in towards the workshop, checking for anything hinky along the way.
Okay.
So I guess that's what an investigation check.
It would be.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself
Smart.
because I can do that now. Oh yeah, it's not going to help though because I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So-
So you brazenly walk your way gingerly downstairs.
Uldoris is not familiar with the workshop setup. Like, he barely even knows where it is.
So you make your way down into the room, kind of this wooden door with a cross-hatched iron bar on the outside. The smell of sulfur, pewter, iron, steel, coal all fill your nostrils as you enter this room. A hot forge cooling in the corner, but still very, very warm. The room many degrees warmer than the rest of the castle as you come in. What are you going to be looking for?
Well, first off, I want to make sure that the door remains open. I don't care if I have to prop it or whatever I have to do to keep it open. I want to be able to get out. Actually, I know I can get out. I am checking for anything that would seem... And Uldoris thinks back to his encounter with Percival and the sort of man that he is. And
He's a geeky man.
but he is a very intentional and organized individual as well.
I don't think Oldoris fully sees him as geeky.
I said Kiki.
Oh.
Um,
I don't think Eldora sees him as kinky either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
probably.
So
he did use manners.
he is specifically looking for anything that seems out of place, anything that looks tampered with, and anything that
With-
looks potentially.
With that explained mentality,
And I look to my shadow and I say, perhaps you can see something my eyes do not.
make an
Help me.
investigation check with advantage.
Nice. Ugh. Ugh. Hang on, I'm pulling up my modifiers again. My phone is locked on me right now. Hang on. Oh, that's good. So that's 15 plus 6,
20 what?
21. 21.
Okay. As you investigate around the workshop, the occasional spark coming out of the furnace or the forge as it loses temperature, you glance around the room searching through mallets and piles of scrap metal, unable to really find anything useful as your eyes glance over countless instruments and tools to which you do not understand. You head toward the door that you made sure to keep open, and you notice on the back of it hanging is a small silver chained necklace with a gear like sun hanging from it as a pendant.
I do not touch it. Uldoris grabs his earring, and I found something out of place. A necklace of some sort.
At this point, no one is in range.
They've already left?
Yeah, I thought we were waiting for him.
Oh, you're waiting for? Oh, then in that case, no. Then you're still there. I thought.
Well,
You were...
if you responded to Elena saying, "Hey, we're going," then yeah, we definitely waited.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. They are within earshot.
Oh, what?
A necklace.
I am in the workshop. I found a necklace hanging on the back of the door.
You
Okay,
haven't
I'm
touched it, have
headed-
you?
I have not touched it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had that in the workshop.
Tyra's accent is wearing off on me right now.
All
Oh no!
right. So the three of you.
Vampire.
You sound like
The-
a Duncan alien or something from Star Wars there for a second.
Playing Star Wars.
You said no think you are greater than these Gungans.
Whoa, easy, bud, easy.
Y'all see the baby Yoda-like creature?
No.
Just no.
Shh, no spoilers.
I
But
just saw the picture.
as we get down there, you see the necklace. I will pull out my magic detecting rock and wave it over it.
Your magic detecting rock does nothing.
I wave my hand near it to make sure it's working.
Do I recognize this necklace? by chance?
Does it sense the bracelets?
Yes. As you look at it, it looks to be kind of a mixture of. Actually, hold on. I might be lying. 1 second.
I also have a question as well.
He's lying to us.
Hold on. I need to confirm my suspicions.
Very suspicious.
Yes. It looks to be the sun that is on the sigil of Whitestone. But a little more toothed, like a key.
Can I touch it?
I was just gonna say, like a key.
The keep explode.
Oh,
You
God,
reach
I hope
out
so.
with your hand, and
Nothing happens.
You pick it up.
nothing happens. And as you pull your hand away, you are a little bit surprised by the amount of dirt and soot on the pendant.
Like it sat there for a couple of years.
No, like it's covered in ash.
Can I like clean it off?
Oh, it's just the key to the kiln.
You pick up the pendant off the hook on the back of the door, and you wipe with your hands becoming black with charcoal and ash and soot and little chunks of it. And now, as you pull it off, you see that it's actually made out of white stone.
Okay. Can I look for keyholes that this would fit into?
Make an investigation check.
While she's doing that,
And where are you going to... yes, Odorous?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask, where are you going to look?
Oh, on any... I don't know. Because I don't know the layout of this workshop well.
Let's split up and look all over.
Yeah. I'm just... Yeah.
Everyone roll an investigation.
Elena gets
I'm
guidance.
specifically curious. Oh, I got a 2. I'm specifically curious. You said that the forge was cooling.
20.
Yes.
That means somebody had to have been using.
Did you add your D4?
Okay, 29.
Oh, well, plus D4.
Because her investigation's way better than mine. I got a 12.
12.
32.
There you go.
Save.
Javier.
Mackenzie.
Oh, sorry. What's
Math
happening?
is hard.
What's going on?
Are you doing an
All right.
investigation check with us to look for the keyhole?
You know what? It's all right. We're already good. So
We got a 32.
we got a 32. So everyone begins
I-
looking around the
I
room.
rolled a 15.
Okay. Eldorus continues to observe the back of the wooden door, where the key was. Vale, you begin checking the workbench. Xavier, the walls around the room. Elena, with a 32, you piece together in your brain the amount of soot and ash covering this pendant must have come from the forge. So you begin to investigate over there, and in the very back of the kiln, you see on the other end of the coals a sun-shaped depression in the back of the forge.
Oh, secrets.
Okay, I definitely put the key in it. Wait, I check it for trash. I put the key in it, but wait a minute. And I check it for trash.
My
Okay.
God, she learned her lesson.
Investigation.
That's a 25.
The only trap is the hot coals that are now not unbearably hot, but uncomfortably.
Push from the
Okay,
cold.
alright, chill. I unlocked the door.
You're putting the sun up into the keyhole.
Yeah.
Self-destruct initiative.
All right. So, as Elena reaches across the coals of the furnace, you feel the heat emanating from them, and you immediately begin to sweat. As you reach all the way across, it's just on the edge of your reach as you fumble the sun into the hole, which fits just perfectly in place. The little edge of the sun leaving just enough torque for you to turn it. And as it turns, you hear the mechanical
Yeah,
As
it
you-
definitely sounds like one of my dad's
Sounded squishy.
It sounded a little squishy.
Look, there's only so many sounds I can make with my mouth, okay?
Oh God, something got stuck in there.
That's
Elena, pull your hand out, quick.
As it turns, the tray that the coals and embers are on lowers slightly. It goes down, and then in the middle, a slight escape of air out. And the coals slide to the right and to the left, revealing a compartment beneath the forge.
Alright.
As they slide to the side, another compartment slides upward, and you see a long, almost 6-foot long, black carbon rifle
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
No!
Uh-huh.
All of my
Mhm.
worst fears.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
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 Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Bye.
Elena was the shooter all along.
Literally something.
Good
All right,
night.
Elena, you going on the
Tonight
calls.
on a high note, but no, we